The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 48 of the Daily Mother Swole. Episode 48. Episode 48. How freaking exciting is that? Getting close to that big 5-0. And it's Thursday. It's Throwback Thursday. That's what people usually do on Thursday. I know in college we did Thirsty Thursday, but now we're doing Throwback Thursday. So I wanted to talk a little bit about a throwback. I wanted to talk a little bit about consistency, putting effort in every day. And I did a whole rant on Snapchat yesterday about taking an investment in your life, talking about premium, talking about your life being worth it and making that change every day, and that you cannot see 5 or 10 years of progress in a week, in a day, in a month. That the concept of do it in 30 days, 30, 60, 90-day fix is just a load of bullshit. You're not going to get that kind of effect. You're not going to get that kind of result in a short period of time, and that's all marketing. And a lot of people get suckered into that. They start purchasing sawdust and these wild dreams and aspirations. And, you know, when you're younger and, you know, people, your parents and everyone says, you can be whatever you want when you get older. You can do whatever you want. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a firefighter. And technically you can be any of those things. But it's this fluffy dream world, whereas you can grow up and just be something amazing. They don't say you have to go to school for 15 years and, you know, maybe get and be at the top of your class and do everything perfect, have amazing physical health and everything, you know, to be an astronaut. That you don't have to be an EMT and go through 5-6 years of schooling and training and interning and all this stuff to be a firefighter. And there's all these different aspects, and the hard work is lost. You have the Cinderella story where you can just get a wand tapped on your head and all of a sudden you're an amazing princess. You are, you know, a superhero. You can go into a telephone booth and turn into Superman. And these are all just fluffed up ideas. These comic book, you know, I got bit by a spider and now I'm a superhero. Where's the hard work? Where's the effort? I know a lot of these things are entertainment and they're fun, they're fantasy, but we're growing up in a world where fantasy and this fluffy idea of things just happen to you and things just become, or they are the way they are, and there's no way you can change it, and that's just not true. So you can have anything you want, but you got to put your work in, and you have to be consistent. You have to do this every day, day in and day out. You can't just do it for 1 week. You can't, and like I said the other day, you cannot eat healthy perfectly. You can't train perfectly every day. You can't go to the gym and just do everything on point 3 days out of the week and then not do it for 2 months and then do it for 2 months straight and then not do it for 5 months. You have to do this every single day, and there's no excuse. There's no way around it. Okay, I've been going to the gym, training hard and eating the right way for 15 years. So it's almost borderline insulting when someone says, hey man, how do I build muscle? I mean, I could tell you, but it's not going to do anything. I could tell you. It's going to take a while. It's a very general question, but where's the hard work? How do you build muscle? Where's the investment in yourself? Where's the research? Where's the, you know, I know who's serious based on what they ask me. I know who's really serious based on the question that you ask me. And that doesn't mean that you can't ask me, how do I lose belly fat? But the subsequent questions, what you're already doing, your actual detail. I know who's really serious. Some people just want me to say, oh, you do this. Oh, great. And they come back the next day with abs and biceps. Give me a break. Give me a break. You're going to go to the gym almost every day. You're going to eat the same thing every day, whether you're working out or not, whether you feel like it or not. You're going to eat what you're supposed to, even when you're not hungry. You're going to work out even when you don't feel like it. I mean, you're going to do things that are uncomfortable. You're going to do things that cause you pain. You're going to do things that have to sacrifice. You're not going to go out on Friday night drinking. You're going to be at the gym. You're going to be eating. You're going to be getting to sleep on time. There's a lot of these things that come into play. My take on today, I want to tell you a little story about consistency and about dedication, about hard work. And I've said it before, this is not something that I've always practiced my whole life, especially from a business or from a social media standpoint, which is all relatively new. But from a fitness standpoint, I have. I've done this whole fitness dedication, this fitness consistency, all this stuff. I've done this for the last 15, 20 years. I shouldn't say 20 years, 15, 16 years. And I want to tell you a little story about consistency, about doing things that I don't know about. Okay? I want to tell you a little story, and this all takes place in the last 3 months. The last 3 months. Where I've come from in the last 3 months, especially with Swolenormous. Some of you don't know, and this is almost to the day. This is like yesterday was the 3-month marker. 3 months ago, I had one video on YouTube. I'll let that sink in. 3 months ago, I had one video on YouTube. 3 months. Today, I have 143. I didn't have a podcast. Now, every day, my podcast is on 3 different platforms: SoundCloud, Stitcher, and iTunes. Every single day. Daily Swole, what I'm doing right now, number 48. Daily Swole wasn't even created for another 2.5 weeks 3 months ago. Didn't even know the name. I was doing some live broadcasting on Facebook. I was doing a live broadcast, but I was just kind of answering questions. I didn't have a brand. Didn't even create the Daily Swole for over 2 weeks. Now this is number 48. Okay. I have 48 Daily Swoles, including today. I have 49 driving while gainings online. The 3 different platforms of the podcast, I didn't even have one 3 months ago. I never did a live broadcast on Periscope. I've done over 100, including all the daily ones with the Daily Swole. And the reason why I'm telling you this, obviously, Swolenormous Premium wasn't even, it wasn't even a concept at that point. And I know I just launched it 2 days ago, but it just, where everything has gone, the community that has been created, the people that, the support group, the information that has been put out there, there is a library of information. There are tons of extra. These are all the things, and the 48 and 49 dailies, those are all the things that are, in those playlists. On Premium, there's already a few yoga videos and stretching and foam rolling techniques. There's Swole motions on YouTube. There's exercise demos. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of effort. That's behind the scenes. That's not to mention all the snaps that I've been answering, the few hundred views on every snap, the community I built on Snapchat. That doesn't go after, all the posts, all the rants on those platforms, all the information I've given on Snapchat, the tweets on Twitter, the blog posts, the things on the website that I built. There's just so much stuff that you can do. And I did not post 143 videos in one day. That's my point. I did one, maybe sometimes 2 a day, sometimes 3, but different videos. But one, I would post it online, a podcast. I would be consistent with Snapchat. I would post on Instagram. I post videos on Instagram and Facebook. So that's more than 140. I posted probably over 200, 300 videos. My point is consistency. No matter what you're doing, do it every day. Set a schedule, set some small goals, but I didn't do all this in one day. I didn't post 48 Daily Swoles and do 48 broadcasts back to back in 1 or 2 days. This is a consistent effort. This is a consistent effort over the long term. And guess what? In 3 more months, I'm going to have 90 more Daily Swole. It's going to be a Daily Swole 138 we'll be talking about. And I'll be doing a Throwback Thursday. And I'll be like, man, remember when I talked about having 48 Daily Swoles? This is 3 months from now. I might just do a 3-month update every 3 months. That might be my thing. Every 3 months, I'm going to do an episode where I just kind of recap and show where everything has come from. I watched a video that I did 3 months ago, and it's a combination of laughing, embarrassment, and almost pretty much breaking down into tears, because a lot of these things I didn't know that was possible for me to do. I didn't know that I was capable of doing all this. When I started, I have a Mac. You can see the little Apple behind me if you're live on Periscope. I didn't even know that Apple products, because I have a Samsung Galaxy phone, I didn't know that Apple products came with iMovie. I thought you had to pay for it. I didn't know that these things came with iMovie. Do you understand what that means? I didn't know that a Mac had iMovie. I purchased when I started doing the video editing, I purchased like a $30 video editor that pretty much sucked, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money on it. I was just getting started. I didn't even know the Mac had iMovie. And now I've been using Final Cut, self-taught with Final Cut, which is the elite video editing software. You know, if you look at my videos, go back on my YouTube. Go back in the day. I went back last night because I was updating some things. Some of the descriptions didn't have tags. They didn't even have like words. It was just so rudimentary. I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't essentially know all those things. I'm learning as I go. I just started. You have to start somewhere. You have to start and you have to be consistent. If you don't start, I mean, how are you going to finish? How are you going to get to where you go if you never start? How are you going to know what you need to practice? How are you going to know what you have to improve? I didn't know what my strong points and my weak points are. Video editing is tough. Some of you know, like some of you have been following me from the beginning and you know my videos, you know, they were never bad. The content was always there. The content was the same. But the intro, the editing, the music overlay, it was rookie. It still is. I mean, you know, I'm not one of the elite video editors of my time. I have the tools and I'm learning them, but it's complicated and it's not my forte. It's not my expertise, but I'm learning it and I'm hammering out those details because I know I need to succeed. I know I need to deliver a better product, a better service to all of you. And that's what you have to understand is you have to know what you want, but you just have to do it. You have to do it. You might want to lose weight. You might want to build muscle. You might want to be healthier. But what are you doing today that's going to do that? I'm not saying you have to do 5 workouts and just drink kale all fucking day. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have to make that step. You can't walk 10 miles unless you take your first step and then take 10. I always tell people, you want to lose 50 pounds? Well, guess what? You have to lose 1 pound at a time, no matter what. You lose 1 pound, then you lose 2, then you lose 3, then you lose 4, then you lose 5, then you lose 6. And I'm not going to sit here and count all the way to 50, but you get the point. You're not going to lose that overnight. You're not going to lose that in a week. You might lose that in 6 months or a year. Absolutely. That's 100% possible. That's totally possible. But I will never sit here and tell you, yeah, you can do that in 3 months. You can do that in 2 months. If you don't eat and you starve yourself, you're going to rebound. It's not good. It's not good for you. 1 pound or 2 a week is realistic. And you might not even hit that every week, but you have to try and you have to start. And what are you doing today? What are you doing right now? And that was my point yesterday on Snapchat. If you don't follow me on Snapchat, do so. Swolenormous. That was my point yesterday because you can still catch those snaps. They're still online. That was my point yesterday with my Snapchat when I was talking about, is your life worth $4.99 to sign up for Swolenormous Premium? Is your life worth it? Are you making the small change? Are you setting yourself up for success? I'm here giving you the opportunity to make a difference in your life. And there's the tangibles, there's the videos, there's the PDF files, the workouts, all the stuff, but there's the intangible, there's the accountability, there's the responsibility to yourself and to your family and to others. There's that dedication that you can't purchase, that has to come from within, and I show you how to do that. There's that why. There's your self-awareness. Those are aspects that I might be able to push you into, but you have to have that for yourself. You have to know why you want this. And you have to make that change today. I'll stick around for a few minutes on Periscope and Busker. Thank you so much for joining me on this Throwback Thursday called 3 Months Ago. Consistency is everything. Start today, start small, take steps, because if you don't take steps, you sure as hell won't make leaps and bounds. Every single day will lead up to a week, to a month, to a year. I didn't get to where I was today, fitness-wise, in a week, in a month, in a year. It's every day, it's every week, it's every month, it's year after year. But you have to start now. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 48 of The Daily Mother Swole. Just a reminder, you could find this on YouTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, iTunes, and also Busker and Periscope live every day at 12 noon Eastern Time. I will see you on Snapchat. I hopefully will see some of you later today in Swolenormous Premium. Visit my website, www.swolenormous.com, to get premium access to Swolenormous Premium on Facebook, the secret closed private Facebook group that is off the Chizane. I'll see you later. See you tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern Time. Peace out.